Hello and welcome all you super geniuses out there. Okay. This video lecture is going to be about finding the slope and sketching the graph. Okay. So, let's say, just a quick review, the slope of a line, okay, if you're given 2 points, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And if you put your equation in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, whenever you isolate the y, whatever the coefficient of x is, that's your slope. So let's look at number 1 here. So we got x plus 2y is equal to 4. So first let's isolate y. So to isolate y, we got to do what? Okay, subtract an x from both sides. So you subtract an x from both sides, and then you'll be left with 2y is equal to negative x plus 4. Okay, and then what's your next step to isolate y? Divide everything by a 2, and so I'll give you y is equal to negative 1/2. And then what's 4 divided by 2? 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay. So you see how this is your coefficient of x. So your coefficient of x is negative 1/2. So that's your slope. Okay. And then if you want to find a point on your line, you can plug in a 0, right? Okay. So what happens when you plug in 0 for x? Well, when x is 0, y is 2. So in other words, 0, 2 is a point on the line. Okay. So from there, we're going to try to sketch. So let's see what we can do in sketch. So I did my best to draw a little graph there. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm plot this point 0, 2. Okay. And then I'm going to take my slope, which is negative 1/2, and I'm going to use that to find more points. So remember, slope is what? Slope is rise over run, or change in x over change in y. So in other words, when I have this negative 1 over 2, what's in the top of the numerator tells me how I'm going to move in the y direction, and what's in the bottom tells me how I'm going to move in the x direction. And so remember, your coordinates is y and x. Okay? So negative 1 tells me to find another point in this function, I need to go down 1 and then to the right positive 2. So I'm going to go down 1 to the right positive 2. And that's another point. And then I can repeat that step to find another point. Down 1 to the right positive 2. Okay, so you really only need 2 points to make a line, 3 points to confirm. So then I'm going to draw a line through those 3 points the best I can. It's not perfect. Okay. And that's how you could find, okay, the line. Okay, so we found the slope and we did our best to graph. Okay, let's try another one. Let's say if they set us up like this. Let's say if they say through 4, 2 and the slope is 1/2. Okay. So through 4, 2, slope is 1/2. So what are we going to do there? Well, we already have a point on the line. Okay. So one point on the line is 4, 2. So I'm just going to plot that point. So 4, 2. So 4, 2. Okay, and then to find another point, I'm going to use this rise over run. So this is my change in y. The bottom one is my change in x. So 1 over 2 means what? Go up 1 and then to the right 2. And if you want to, you can repeat that process. I need to add some more tick marks here. Up 1 to the right 2. And then just draw a line through those 3 points. And voila. You have your line. Okay? Let's try another one. What if they tell you to graph the point graph the graph y equals 3. So let's look at that. Y is equal to 3. Anytime you have something like this where you got y is equal to something, that means what? That the y value is not changing. So the y value needs to be constant. So anytime you have y equals, that's going to be a horizontal line, and your slope is going to be 0. Okay? Why is your slope 0? Because you have no rise. So y equals 3 would be a line that looks like this. It's a horizontal line going through the point 0, 3. Okay? Why? Because y value never changes, so its slope is 3. Okay? What happens if they give you x is equal to something? For example, how about x is equal to a negative 2? Okay, so think about this. If y equals gave you a horizontal line, what do you think x equals is going to give you? I'll say it again. If y equals some number gives you a horizontal line, then x equals some number is going to give you what? A vertical line. Exactly. And it's going to be a vertical line going through the point 0, negative 2. And so where is that? Right there. Okay. So anytime you have x equals, that's going to be what? A vertical line. And what's the slope going to be? The slope will be undefined. Okay, so just a quick review. Anytime you have y equals, that's going to be a horizontal line. Slope will be 0. Anytime you have x equals, that will be a vertical line, and your slope will be undefined. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so this concludes my video lecture on finding the slope in sketching. You can find more videos online, www.supergenius99.com. Thank you for watching.